Morning guys, from Proverbs chapter 18 verses 17 to 24. Verse 17 says, "The first to plead his case seems right until another comes and examines him." And so just a reminder to always hear the evidence from 2 or 3 witnesses. This is something from Moses' day, something that every court system, you've got to hear both sides of the story. Both parties need to present their case. So cross-examination always avoids hasty judgment. When you just hear one side, it's very easy just to come to a conclusion. Verse 18, the cast lots puts an end to strife and decides between the mighty ones. And I was just considering that we don't cast lots today. It's something that happened a lot in the Old Testament. And I was just thinking, what do we do today? Well, we often, in our sporting arenas, we will toss a coin to see who bats first, or we'll spin a racket, rough or smooth, to see who serves first. And so these decisions are still happening today to decide and not have arguments as to who's going to do what first. Verse 19, "A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and contentions are like the bars of a citadel." And so your family or your brothers and sisters, you need to try and keep peace with them, because when they are offended, it's much more difficult to deal with them than a friend. Verse 20, with the fruit of a man's mouth his stomach will be satisfied. He'll be satisfied with the product of his lips. And so now we head into the section on how powerful the tongue is. And tongues can destroy, they can bring life, they can bring death. If used wisely, it can be a great joy to you, or it can be an absolute curse. Proverbs 13:2, "From the fruit of his mouth a man eats what is good." Proverbs 12:14, "From the fruit of his mouth a man is satisfied with good." So a lot of satisfaction can come from a good tongue, so we need to guard our tongues. Verse 21, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat of its fruit." So lots of cautions in Proverbs about the tongue. Verse 22, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." And so just an encouragement that it is good to get married. God loves marriage. God's ordained marriage. God's plan of the family from the very beginning, from Genesis to the end. He loves, and so it's good to find a wife and get married. Verse 23, "The poor man utters supplications, but the rich man answers roughly." And so the poor man, because he doesn't have riches to back him, he needs to, other versions say, use entreaties or plead for mercy. The rich man doesn't need that, because he uses his riches for his power. Verse 24, "A man of too many friends comes to ruin, but there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother." And so a very good friend, like Jonathan and David, they were very close, and that there's something about that. But if you have too many friends, it can become a problem. And sometimes we like big parties, inviting people, and when there's money, people will come, but it's just they're not close friends. So rather have a couple of close friends than lots and lots of friends.